Hello Capricorn, how are you? It is me, Lauren B. Welcome to the Untitled Tarot. Today we have done your read with the Good Tarot. The Good Tarot, Big Mama, the OG. I have to tell you, I bought this deck in November. It is the end of August. It is almost September. And there are so many things in these cards in your spread today that I have never noticed before. It's crazy. I looked at my guides. I'm like, this really been here the whole time? This been here the whole time? So I think that there's something in that for you, that it's like you're noticing things, I think maybe about yourself that perhaps you never noticed before, things really close to you that have been in your force field for a long time that you never quite picked up on. I was doing your shufflemancy. A couple people have asked me about the shufflemancy. On my channel, I have all of my playlists listed, so like all of the individual signs for your videos, and then there's the vault playlist, and in there's the meditations, there's the motivations, there's all kinds of stuff, but in there is the shufflemancy playlist, which is open, it's public. You go do a little shufflemancy for yourself, and I did it for you, and the Diana Ross song I'm Coming Out came on, and it just filled my spirit with joy, just like I'm coming out, and it plays out perfectly, of course, divine makes no mistakes, in your spread today. It's just like so fun. I'm so excited. So the first two cards that you have out, Capricorn, you have the Hermit and you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. I don't know why I did that. So this is what I'm seeing. First off, I've never noticed this before. There is a man. It seems so just right in front of your face, just so obvious. I've never noticed him in the 10 months I've owned this deck. There is a face on this doorway, and there are 6 keys, right? 6 keys up here. And then if you look very closely, there is a 7th. 7, a perfect number to the divine, but it's dark, right? It's something that you can't readily notice. You can't notice it. And then you have out this Wheel of Fortune. And again, it's like, here's this little face. And I almost see it as a little bit like a peephole. It's sort of like you're poking your head outside of the Wheel of Fortune, right? And it's kind of coming through on this Hermit card here. It's fascinating. So what I see is you've been in Hermit mode, Capricorn. I'm getting the sense that you've been very patient. You've been working very hard on your temperance, on your balance, trying to accept divine timing is not our timing. It never is, right? And in doing that, I really feel as though you've kept a spirit of faith, like knowing that the universe, that God is going to keep their promises to you, knowing that even though to the world it looks like you're holding back, you're not going out, you're not participating, you're very busy. Capricorns are very busy, very focused, right? That behind it, you know that you've been working on something big. You've been working on a promise. You've been working on a project. You've been working on your future, your success. And you know that. And it's almost in the sense of not wanting to really overly explain it, overly tell anyone. Almost like when you tell people you're going to go on a diet and then you like fall through with it and then you like have to explain to people like what happened. It's sort of that. Or like, I guess it's that kind of energy. It's almost like not wanting to ruin the surprise. Like you wanted to wait a little bit until something came more into fruition, until you shared it. But behind this Hermit, you've kind of been like peeking your head out like, is it time? Is it time? And I don't know if you notice the lights behind me, Capricorn, they're like, whoo, whoo, whoo. Could be the weather, could be spirit. The other lights aren't doing that. I don't know, but it almost reminds me of a concert when they start flashing the lights to like let you know that like the show is about to happen, like the show is about to start, Cappy. It's really, really cool. The next 2 cards that you have out are the 9 of Water and the 10 of Fire. And this is what I see you doing behind the curtain in your Hermit mode, right? Working on your Wheel of Fortune. I think you know that in order to accomplish whatever it is this Wheel of Fortune represents for you, could just be a new season, could just be a new cycle, could be healing yourself, it could be a relationship, it could be a project, it could be a business, it could be a lot of different things for you. It's very general. But behind this hermit, and because I'm gonna forget, I never noticed on this card either, there is a little keyhole, but you can absolutely barely notice it. And all of these keys are very big. It's a little bit of that Goldilocks energy, kind of figuring out, oh, that's too hot, that's too cold, that's too wide, that's too tall, you know. Maybe you're dating a lot and just trying to find the right fit for yourself energetically. But this one little key that you can barely see is the one that's gonna fit in this little keyhole that also you can barely see. It's like the secret key to the secret sauce. It's like VIP access. So behind this hermit, behind this door to the Wheel of Fortune, here I see you, 9 of water. I see you being patient. I see you knowing that you had to kind of go in to your emotional body, right? All of this water, kind of go in. 9 of water, 9 of cups. That's oftentimes it's a card of wish fulfillment, really re-examining your wishes, what you want, why you want it in particular. Really, this starfish in your hair. Starfish are very representative of expression and individuality and pride, right? Really shining like a star. And a negative aspect, it could be like superficiality, but it's not big, it's not brazen, it's not in your face, it's small, it's humble, it's a quiet pride, working on your self-esteem, working on your integrity. Oh, my throat. Trying to learn how to express yourself in healthier ways, display yourself with more honor and integrity, I'm getting to. And as a side note, there's this big crystal, diamond, at the bottom over here. Perhaps the diamond is your birthstone, but it almost looks like a cushion, like a little cushion that you'd sit on. And then there's this necklace right here. So in doing some of this emotional work, I feel like a lot of you might be working with crystals, but this is a clear diamond. So you might be working with something like clear quartz, selenite, angel aura quartz. I use a lot of angel aura quartz. There's a lot of angelic energy in your reading too with this necklace. So you might be wearing stones, you might be wearing crystals, you might be doing rings. I wear crystals, I shove them in my bra, like wherever you're putting them, I'm getting a big, like you're using them to help transmute your energy while you're going through a lot of this emotional healing. And then you have out this 10 of fire. And this is, I see you as you're doing this, you're going in and you're setting ablaze. Old soul contracts, the old ways you used to do things, the old ways you used to perceive things, read things, old cycles, old crops, old everything about yourself that no longer could fit in this new form that you're taking on. Hold on. I want to go back. So I'm looking at this Wheel of Fortune. It just caught my eye. See that there's like a heart on top of it. And when you hold it back, it almost looks like a merit badge or like a purple heart, something like that. It's like a crest of honor. It's like something. And I'm hearing patience. You've been reward for patience and doing your homework, doing what we asked you to do. You did what your guides, what God, what the universe asked you to do. You knew that in order to accomplish this Wheel of Fortune for yourself, you were going to have to take a step back, right? You were going to have to kind of shut down shop for a little bit and go through your inventory. Go through your inventory, emotional or perhaps otherwise, depending on your situation, and then kind of a little bit of this clean out the clutter. Decide who we're not going to work with anymore. Decide what's not going to work for us anymore. What aspects of ourselves that we're going to need to release in order to get ourselves to a higher vibrational place, really ascend ourselves. And at this point, it really feels as though more than anything else, more than the Wheel of Fortune, it was for you to find peace. Really taking a step out to kind of go through this emotional baggage, perhaps using crystals to help transmute your energy. Maybe, oh yeah, just like this card just flew out and just smacked the Hermit. Yeah, to help transmute your energy. So that way you were clear enough and strong enough in order to actually go in and cut some of these energetic cords. Clear out this emotional clutter. Burn up these soul contracts, these old attachments, these old ways of thinking, doing, being, feeling that were no longer serving you in your highest good. Very much of it, if it's not in alignment with the assignment, it had to go. But it takes work. It takes bravery. Now, you have out the 5 of air. And this is where the angels come in. I see this as you're up here doing all of this behind your hermit door, working on your Wheel of Fortune, working on yourself. And up here, I see your angels. And I see them looking over you. I'm very drawn to all of these feathers. And look, she looks like a ballerina. It's like a dance, like a symphony. Symphonies keep coming out. They came out a lot in last week's readings as well. And all of these birds, right? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm hearing birds on a wire, birds on a wire. I'm getting the sense that perhaps we might be seeing a lot of birds. There are a lot of birds flying around outside of my window right now. Clouds in my coffee. That's a song. Carly Simon? I don't know. But perhaps you might be seeing a lot of birds. They might be flying in front of you. Or you might be seeing a lot of feathers. There's something in that as you're doing all of this as a reward for your patients for doing what they asked you to do, whatever that is for you, Cappy, the lights are coming on. Like, the show is about to start, and they're going to start giving you indicators of this if they haven't already. It should come through as a lot of birds. You might like be driving your car, I'm getting, and you might see like a lot of birds on the wire, a lot of birds sitting perched up on a wire, or like an inordinate amount of birds, not just like one, fly past you, or you find a feather in a really weird place. There's something to that. And then you have this Page of Earth. And again, this is what I feel like is another angel. This could be angelic energy working through a 3D person in your life, because they love to do that. But it's sort of like two tiers of angels, right? It's almost like higher angelic guidance, but then also it's like fairy magic. A little bit is what I'm getting. I was driving home last night from work, and there was an Ace hardware store, and I looked at the hardware store, and there was a gigantic statue figurine of like a fairy goblin, something like that. There's something in that I'm very drawn to his antlers, his antenna on top of his head. It's like very innocent. I'm also getting like sticks with his like wand. You might come across, like, be walking and see like a stick that almost looks like a magic wand, because it's like sprouted, almost like an Ace of Wands. You might come across like a real big, this is what they're giving me, Capricorn. But you might come across like an inordinate amount of birds, some feathers in a weird place. Like, I'm getting like, you're gonna get in your car and see a feather. That's for someone. Or go across, like, be walking and see like a really big stick where the ends kind of branch out a little bit like an antenna. There's something in that. And these are signs from your angels that like it's coming in. It's coming in. Like, this show is about to start. Like, I'm hearing, it sounds like a vault. It sounds like a vault is opening. It's this wheel of fortune. It's like starting to turn. And as it starts to turn, I think as you notice these feathers, you notice these not only spiritual symbols, but also physical, earthly symbols as well. Maybe you'll hear that Diana Ross song as you're going around. Don't just take my word for it. This is your message. Let spirit confirm it to you. As you hear it, it's almost like, wait, is it showtime? And you start sticking your head like through this wheel of fortune, like through this people. And as you do it, it's almost like you're starting, it's like the door doesn't open, you're walking through it. It's like walking through a portal, this actualization. And then you have out this Magician card. And this, again, feels all like spiritual, angelic energy. This could, because it's an actual man, it could be, like I said, somebody giving you a job, or somebody offering you something, or coming forward with something. But it feels very angelic. It feels like Dumbledore. This is exactly Dumbledore. This is what it feels like to me. It's actually beautiful and amazing. And these stars above his head, they almost look like leaves. Again, physical symbols. You might have like a leaf fall on your face. There's like something in your face, right? These cards, I've had these cards in my face for a long time, and I never noticed some of the symbolism in them until right now this morning, after all the times I've used it. It's like a leaf is gonna fall, and for some reason, it's just gonna like hit you different for whatever reason. And I'm getting, on his nose, I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry, but it's like the messages are coming in so many different ways for you. And that could be it. The messages are going to start coming in so many different ways that it will be undeniable, that you will know that this Wheel of Fortune, this vault, is about to open, that you are getting a purple heart, that you are being crested. You're being crested for your patience, rewarded for your patience, and for following instructions and doing the internal work that you needed to do. Because on his nose, I don't know if you can see in my camera, probably not, the symbol on it, it almost looks like a little turtle. Again, patience, slow and steady. I'm getting divine timing. And these orbs underneath, it reminds me, I forget which Harry Potter movie it is, but Dumbledore, like, he takes like his wand, and he pulls memories out of his head and he puts it almost in like a big cauldron or a big bowl, and it kind of wafts around all of the memories, and he can kind of go back and look on it. I see this as like source energy, looking at how you've been approaching divine timing, approaching temperance, approaching balancing yourself, and really going through your records a little bit, what you were willing to let go of, what was important for you to hold on to, the quality of your wishes, your intentions, your prayers, and your manifestations. And now it's like holding them back up to you. And it's almost like, remember Capricorn, when you wanted this, you thought we forgot, but we didn't. You've been so busy working on yourself, doing your homework, that you didn't realize it's the end of the year and we're about to have a pizza party. Pizza party, something about pizza party. And here you come, out of the vault. Queen of Fire. Open, confident, excited. No baggage, less baggage. I'm getting like calm, like a calm confidence. You're just like, no to that, and yes to that, and I'm gonna be fine. What's mine is mine. What's mine is mine. It's beautiful. And I have to say, I was pulling these cards and I'm like, looking at these white feathers. I'm looking at all this green, beautiful energy. And I'm hearing like Archangel Raziel. Archangel Raziel. And my body broke out in like pins and needles, like all tingly. I think in doing this, you've really, like I said, taken a lot of this emotional baggage, old disappointments, old heartbreaks, things that didn't work out, things you couldn't understand. And you're really able to clear them out like a spiritual Hoover vacuum. And I think maybe when you were sleeping, maybe you've been actively calling upon your archangels for heart healing. But I'm getting Archangel Raziel. Same with Archangel Raphael. They do a lot of heart healing. They do a lot of heart chakra work. And here you are with your candle, right? It's almost like light them up, like the wand. And it illuminates your heart in this green circle, the color of your heart chakra energy. Inside, the color of what we would normally in the physical consider your heart, like a little red heart. Again, it's the spiritual, it's like spiritual time. What do they call it? Chronos time? Somebody knows better than I do. But it's like when divine timing and earthly timing kind of are on the same line. Both times are on the same line. Birds on a line. Birds on a wire. Alignment. And this is you coming out. This is what you've been becoming behind all of this. I don't even think you realized how big and like powerful and confident that you were becoming through all of this. I think you're surprising yourself a little bit. And again, it's like, here's your crown. It's not, it's not big and pokey and sticky, but it's like you are crowned. And again, it's almost like up here, it's like this heart, this purple heart. Oh, because your crown chakra, because you've aligned your heart's desires with Source, with what Source wants for you. You want for yourself what Source wants for you now. It's like knowing what you deserve, knowing your worth, your quality, your integrity, what you won't settle for, right? What you will accept, what you won't accept, not just from others, but from and for yourself as well. It's so beautiful. And it's like now you have it right in the center of your chest. It's gorgeous. It really is so gorgeous. And there's a heart right above your head. And you have it followed out by the Hierophant. The Hierophant. And this, again, this is like Dumbledore. This is Source. This is God. This is Spirit. Right? And I'm getting like seal of approval. Seal of approval. She's got her hands up here. And this almost looks like a stamp. Right? There's this pen. It's like a desk. It's like she's about to stamp this paperwork. Like I'm seeing this feather. I'm hearing like on the dotted line. It's like seal of approval for the work that you've done. A crest. Right? Almost when you take like write a letter and then you take the wax crest and you push it on the back of the envelope to seal it. Seal of approval. Seal of approval for you. And this little jar over here, and I was like, is that liquor? Is Capricorn celebrating, like, cheers kind of thing? And I'm hearing anointing, like anointing with the oil. It's like, again, your crown chakra, your heart chakra. It's like you've been spiritually cleansed. You've been anointed. What you want for yourself is what the divine wants for you too. So you guys are finally like matched up. I think with a lot of the personal work that you've done, perhaps with crystals, and a lot of your archangels have been coming in and helping you as well. And now you're getting this seal of approval. So this could be, again, physical and spiritual confirmations. You could be signing a contract, a new job, a new house, right? You could be making dates and plans and stuff like that. But I really see that this is source saying like, oh, rings. Okay, we'll get to this in a second. But I really see this is like divinely assessed and processed. Okay, it's like the divine like put a rush order on your paperwork for this. Because again, they were like, you thought we forgot all about this thing you wanted. You've been so busy. You've been such a good egg doing what we asked you to do, not hooting and hollering about divine timing, just working the program, walking it out. And you thought we forgot, but we didn't, Capricorn. The show's about to start. Seal of approval. Open up the curtains. And here it is. Four of Earth. And again, this is like angel magic and energy, but then it's like fairy magic. It's spiritual and it's physical. It's combining the two of them. And in her hands, I'm right, there's four pentacles here, Four of Earth, but it almost feels like Four of Wand energy, right? Like celebration. I'm coming out, right? And it's almost like maybe this is like, or maybe you're having yourself like a little drinky poo. Enjoy yourself. Not my business, right? But in her hands, there's a butterfly. I gotta get a better camera. It looks like there's a butterfly, but underneath it, it looks like there's a little box. Perhaps there are rings in it. Maybe this is like, you were just working on yourself. Maybe you wanted to take your relationship to the next level or just get a relationship to any level here. This could be, you wanting to get something off of the ground, right? And here it is, seal of approval. This is somebody who I feel like for you, I feel like it's source energy working through another person, but somebody that feels very angelic to you, somebody that feels like an earth angel to you, and they have something to offer you, something tangible, earth energy, something you can see, touch, feel, where is it? We did have like a diamond here. I don't talk a lot about like divine unions or all of that stuff. We try and focus on the personal development here. My North Node's in Capricorn, so I'm like, let's get down to business, right? But this could be like, I really want to have like a loving and fulfilling relationship, but I can't do that unless I get rid of these karmic contracts, these soul contracts, this hurt, this pain, this disappointment that I've gone through. Not only is it keeping me single, but also it's keeping me from living my best life, feeling good about myself. That flows, the heart chakra energy, it flows in everything. In our business, into our money, our personal relationship with our family, our friends, the way we express ourselves, how we're creative, right? And you got this seal of approval. You did what they asked you to do. And now it's being offered to you because you thought that they forgot, but they didn't. You've been so busy, you forgot that there was still a show to go on. And here it is. Here it is, Capricorn. And your last card out. The Fool. Look at that trumpet. The show is about to go on. It's like the angels. It's like the fairies. It's like source energy. All of it. The Wheel of Fortune. It like finally opens up, and as it does, it's like it's time to go for it. It's time to take that leap of faith. Doors wide open. The stage is set. The audience is in. The lights are flashing. Intermission is over. The show is about to go on. It's beautiful. It really is so beautiful. And look as it does. There's this reverberation, this energetic reverberation that comes out from you, from source together. Again, this crowning. It's absolutely gorgeous, Capricorn. I don't know what sign's going next, but I don't know if they can follow this. This is amazing. This is like such a fun, beautiful reading. This could be some divine counterpart energy. It could be. I don't normally focus on that here because people get a little weird about it, but intermission is over for you, Capricorn. They didn't forget. They want me to say it again. They didn't forget. It's time to get on stage. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you were able to take something out of it, some guidance. If anything, a little uplifting, a little encouragement. Again, if this is your reading, source will confirm it to you. Don't just take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. I'm just a little bee. You let the big guy upstairs. You let him confirm it for you. But I love you. Thank you so much for letting me do this read for you. All the information you should need from me will be in the description box. So my email, my Instagram, all the decks I use, all of it. And I love you guys 8 days a week. So you go and enjoy your Wheel of Fortune, baby. Wheel of Fortune. And those songs will be in the shufflemancy. So go check them out. All right? Okay. I'll see you later, Capricorn. Goodbye.